Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. So I purchased a 4-pound bag of dehydrated cherries and a 2-pound bag of dehydrated blueberries. I really like blueberries and my wife really likes cherries. So I decided to see what would happen if I freeze dried them so that we can store them for long term. And here's what they actually look like after I placed them on the trays. I was left with about, I would say about a half a pound of cherries, and I was able to fit all of the blueberries on here. So let's go ahead and take them on over to the freeze dryer and see what they come out like. Pretty excited to see because I really want to store these for long term. And I think that in the freeze dried form, they will store a lot longer. And this is what they look like after they came out of the freeze dryer. There wasn't much water in them to start with because they were already dehydrated, but there was still some water in them. And by the appearance, you may not be able to tell that it's even freeze dried, except for this one right here. You see how it's like crystallized? However, other than that, they feel hollow like they should feel after you freeze dry something because all of the water has been taken out of them. But they're pretty hard, especially the cherries are nice and hard. But when you put them in your mouth and try them, they do have a crunch to them, meaning that they're pretty much void of water. Now what I'm going to do to put these away for long term is I'm just going to dry can them, and I'm curious to see how many jars it's going to take to go ahead and put all of these away. Now I've never tried this before, but I'm guessing that these would be really good if you preserve them for long term to maybe like make a cherry jam or a blueberry jam, which I really love. All you would have to do is just soak them in water like overnight and then use the juices and everything to go ahead and make your jam like you normally would. You can also have them for a snack like I did. I had a couple of the dried cherries and a few of the dry blueberries, and they were delicious. It's just a good treat to have that will satisfy your sweet tooth. And talking about satisfying your sweet tooth, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, with the exception of adding an oxygen absorber to these hard candies. These are the ones that I purchased and showed you all on one of my previous payday preps. And I think it's very important to have these things put away. If they ever become unavailable and we are just existing what I would say a subsistence life, meaning that you're only getting what you need to survive, wouldn't this be awesome to lift up morale and to take out on special occasions? Now as you can see here, now I'm not sure if you're accounting or not, but it took 3 jars of cherries and it took 2 jars to package up the blueberries. So a total of 5 jars for 6 pounds worth of the dried / freeze dried fruit. And what I'm doing here is just showing you that you really do not have to have a food saver vacuum sealer in order to dry can. Just after leaving those jars with the lids on for about 20-30 minutes or so with the oxygen absorbers in there, you can see that it made a seal. Don't try to pull it hard because it will come off, but it did make a seal. I hope you got something out of this, ladies and gentlemen. Short video today, but this is something that I was going to do anyway, so I thought that I'd share with you. If you have a freeze dryer out there, don't be afraid to experiment. Worst that can happen is like what happened to me when I tried to freeze dry butter. It made a terrible mess, so don't try to freeze dry butter. Having said that, have a great day. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I am out.